Hi guys, welcome back again to another cooking tutorial. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how I make the best untu in DMV Maryland, Gettysburg, Maryland. And when I mean that, I mean aka Sento's Kitchen best untu. Yep. First we're going to do is make sure you get your chicken thighs, get the boneless or non-boneless. I like to do half and half. I don't use chicken breast, but you can go ahead and use that if you like to use that. That's fine. I don't like it. I don't have a reason for that. I just don't like it. Just don't. Clean your chicken. This was clean. I'm going to tell you this for fact. It was clean. I just like my fats in there. The fats that in the chicken, I like it there because, again, everything going to blend up. So I like my fats in there. But yes, clean it. Get your bone. Separate it. If you have the chicken with the bone in, separate the bone and the meats away from each other. Get your pepper. My customer likes spicy, so I got a lot of pepper. And I got me 1 onions that's peeled already. This is important. Get yourself some fresh ginger and garlic. Don't go get yourself the pre-made one. No, it's never going to be flavorful. Never going to be flavorful. That's the most important thing when it comes to chicken untu. You know, you get the points. And the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys my cornmeal. The best cornmeal that I like to use is this one. I like to use this powder cornmeal. I don't like to use that one, but I'm gonna use it anyway because, again, sometimes I let my customer do their own grocery shopping and pay me my labor fee money, you know. So this is what they got. This is what I'm going to use. And no, I don't like to patch it up or put it in the stove for like 5 minutes or 15 minutes for it to get warm. No, I don't like to do that because that's a lot of work. Making untu alone is a lot of work, but you know, if you get this cornmeal, it's better, it's easier, you know. It can work with you, it can still work with you. Next thing we're going to do is get yourself some extra crunchy peanut butter. I don't like to get the peanut butter that's creamy. I don't like it. I don't know why. I used to use that, but now it tastes different. Like when I start using the crunchy peanut butter, it tastes so much better. When I say it tastes better, it tastes better when I use the crunchy one. So I always use it now, always. And my customers, they know that now because like they're like, girl, you have the best untu. I'm like, yeah, I know. But they always say they want to try to make it, but they don't. It never comes right like mine. I know. I'm like, I know. Get yourself some jumbo or whatever season you like to use. Get yourself some salt. If you watch my video, you know these are my favorite seasoning, nose and this one, the Goya. It's my favorite. They are my favorite seasoning. So as you guys can see, everything is ready and prepared and set. Now the next thing we're going to do is start blending up. If you follow this recipe, I promise you forever like your untu. You'll forever like your untu. We're going to blend portion by portion. So put like 7 or 8 garlic cloves and slice up some onions on the side. Don't put the whole onions, please. Do not put the whole onions. And get yourself at least 1 branch of garlic. Slice it up like just what I did and put some in. Put like 5 or 6 in there, you know. If you're making the size of untu I'm making, if you're making smaller, you can put smaller. Put your seasoning, put your jumbo in, and after that we're going to put 1 full spoon of peanut butter, the crunchy one. And after that we blend it up. Again, we're doing portion by portion, so you take your time. Don't rush, and nobody rushing you. So if somebody's even rushing you, tell them patience. I want this to be the bomb. Blend it up like what I'm doing. If you think that it's giving you time, like it's wasting time for blend up because of the peanut butter, add a little bit of water, just a little bit. Don't put too much water now, just a little bit, and it's gonna blend up just like what I'm doing right here. It's going to blend up, and after it blend up, it gives you that smoothie, like smooth, you know. Again, it doesn't have to give you really smooth, but like you will see the texture that I got before putting the chicken inside. I'm about to show you guys. So this is how you should get it, see. But the peanut butter though is blend. So if you're thinking, oh, maybe the peanut butter is not blend, it's blend. If it says my untu again, you can never find a peanut butter, a bulk peanut butter inside. Never. Put your chicken inside. Put small amounts of chicken. Don't put too much. Again, the blender don't need too much pressure. It doesn't need too much pressure. So especially when you're blending chicken, it already give that that much pressure, so you don't want too much chicken inside. Blend it up until you see that it's really blend. If you want to add, you can add more chicken, but after you see it's blend, if you see one chicken that's not blend, take it out, save it for the next portion of blending, but do not leave no bulk chicken up in there. Okay, keep blending. So now we're going to check it. You see what I said earlier? If you see a big blend, non-blend chicken, take it out. But that's the consistency we need. That's how it needs to blend. You guys are gonna say, I'm gonna show you guys again later. But take the chicken that's not blend out before you put your cornmeal inside. And me, the tricks to my untu, I do not put too much, like over too much of cornmeal, because you don't want your chicken untu to mostly taste like chicken. I mean, like cornmeal instead of chicken, you know. So I put 1.5 cups cornmeal inside. I don't put too much. So that time when you eat in the untu, you can still taste the chicken. You can taste everything. You can, because some people, when they make untu, to be honest, they make it to the point that the cornmeal, it's so much. Like, I don't know why they're trying to be greedy with the chicken, but like, it's so much. That's why I don't eat other people's untu, because they put so much cornmeal instead of putting less cornmeal and more chicken, you know. And that's only the kind of amounts of cornmeal I need. And this is how you need it. This is how you need to blend. See, there's no bulk up chicken in there. You need to blend like that. You guys see why I don't like the other cornmeal, the big ones. And I know some of you gonna be like, just patch it up. No, I don't like doing that, because that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So this is the second batch that I made. So I forgot to show you guys, of course, but you guys already know how I start blending it. So I just add my bone, but I make sure I break the bones first apart, like chop it up a little bit. So when you put it in the blender, because your blenders are strong, but if you put a whole big fat bone in there, it's gonna mess up your blender. So I have to chop it up first before doing it. And this is how the untu look. See? It look like that. It tastes like chicken mostly than cornmeal. And the next thing we're going to do is just boil it up. Like, just boil it up like what I'm doing. Boil it up, and then we're going to go to the next part. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please go down below and do so right now. We almost at 11K subs. We almost at 11K, and you guys taking your time to subscribe to my channel. I don't like that. I don't like that. But the next thing we're going to do, put some water in your pots. And the other trick that I like to do when steaming my untu, I like to put 2 jumbo in there and some salt. The reason why I like to do that, because it's about to boil up, you know. Some seasoning will leave the chicken, the untu. You know, you don't want that. You want it to be small. You want the taste to still be there. So I'm gonna add 2 jumbo in there and 1 teaspoon of salt, because again, so it can just take over where the chicken, where the less taste that it gives. You guys get the point. But this is how I boil my untu. I was done. The most part, this part takes a long, because sometimes I gotta ask my brother, please help, because it be taking forever. Some people be ordering like a whole big foil pan, 2 foil pan of untu. That they be the worst thing for me, because I have to boil. The most thing I think about is blending and boiling the untu, because it's a lot of work. And next we're going to do is see how the fire is, the stove is. So I'm just going to mash up those Maggi in there. See, like I'm doing. Mash it up so it doesn't stick on one untu. Trust me. And then you start putting all your untu in. And you have to let the water be over the untu, because you don't just want to steam it. You want the untu to cook, you know. You don't want to, after you make the untu, you have to be using the bathroom, because some parts didn't cook, some parts cook. No. So I always make sure I put over surplus water. Not surplus, but like, you get the point. Not surplus to the point that, you know, the water will keep, if it's boiling, it will keep dropping, you know. No, just enough. Even at the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys, that it was too much water. So right here, so I empty some. I have to take out some water because while I was putting the untu, it was overflowing. But that's how you need your water over, like over your untu, because you want it when it's boiling, every part's cook. This is the best tutorial. I haven't done untu for a minute for YouTube actually, but I always cook it at home for customers. Because when I see people ask, do you guys see one of that ball over there? That's how I be liking my, my the bone in my chicken, my untu. Ah, it be so good. It be so good. Look at how good that chicken untu look. It's already boiled. Leave it for like 15, 20 minutes or 30, 20 minutes, 25 minutes boiling, and then after that you drain the water like how I did, and you're done. And now I'm just gonna dish it out for my customer. This was all for my customer. She wanted half foil tray, but since she did, like, she over shopped for it, so I was like, let me just pack the rest for her. And I did. And that's what I did. And if you ever come to me, you over shop, that's what I would do for you too. I would just pack everything for you and give it to you. So you don't be like, oh girl, you steal my untu. So I'm showing this part because this is the most important. This is the foil pan that she ordered, And after that, you just slice up some onions. Untu, it eats onions. So put a lot of onions. And this seasoning that I put, I forgot the name, but it's tangerine. Yeah, tangerine. But that's it for the video, guys. Thank you. Until later. Bye-bye.